Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to discuss very important essay question regarding to your final exams, and it is very important. What is that theorem? Essay theorem. That is that if G is a group, in any theorem we are considering that group is a multiplicative group. Remember that. If it is additive group, I will say. Okay, right. If G is a multiplicative group and A is an element of group, which having the condition is that order of A is equal to n, order of A is equal to n, then we want to prove that order of A is n, then we want to prove that A power m is equal to E if and only if n divides m. This is the theorem. That means given that A is an element of group whose order is n. Now the condition is that if A satisfying the condition is that A power m is equal to E, then the relation between m and n is given here, that n divides m. Here we have another word is that if and only if. If and only if condition stands for necessary and sufficient condition. In two cases we have to prove. Case 1 is about necessary condition and case 2 is about sufficient condition. Which condition is necessary, which condition is sufficient? Let us discuss. Let us consider G be a group with the identity element E, and A is an element of group G having the order is n. Having the order is n. Whenever the order of element is n, what about the condition on n? N is the least positive integer, isn't it? Yes, the least positive integer such that A power n is equal to E. This is the condition, isn't it? That is the definition of order of an element, isn't it? Right. A power n equal to E such that n is the least positive integer. Let it be 1. This is given hypothesis. Now our claim is to prove that, TPT stands for to prove that whatever condition asked, A power m is equal to E if and only if condition is n divides m. We have to read it as divides. I already told in the last class. Okay. A power m is equal to E if and only if n divides n. What is the necessary condition here? If n divides m, we want to prove that A power m equal to E. This is the case 1 condition. What is the second condition? Second case is whenever A power m equal to E, this condition holds, we want to prove that n divides m. That means n is a factor of m. These are the two cases. Okay, right. What is the case 1? Already told you that assume that n divides m. N is a factor, divides or a factor of m. Now our theme is to prove the condition is that A power m is equal to E. By using hypothesis and then assumption, we have to prove this condition A power m equal to E in this case. Okay, right. Since in this case we are assumed that n divides m, let us use the definition of divides. How can you say that n divides m? Since our n divides m, then what happens? N can be written as n into q, where q is integer. In other words, directly you can write the definition. Implies there exists an integer q such that m can be written as n into that integer q, existed integer q. Right. Now consider a power m, a power m, which is equal to a power, what is m here? N into q, n into q, okay, which can be written as a power n whole power q. What is the value of a power n? Equation 1. In the equation 1 we had written that n is the least positive integer such that a power n equal to e. So a power n value can be written as e. Power q is already there. What is e? Already in the hypothesis, what is e? This is the identity. Identity, any power of identity is again identity. That is, left hand side we had considered that a power n. We obtained, the condition is e. Already whatever we want to prove, the condition is here. So in this case, there is nothing to prove. Case is over. What is the second case? What is the second case? In the second case, we want to assume a power m equal to e. Assume this condition holds. Now, what we have to prove? To prove that n divides m. This is our claim here. In the second case, we want to prove that n divides m. The condition reversed in the second case. Okay. Here we have in the hypothesis n is an integer and m is, in the assumption m is an undecided integer. Since we get two integers, m is an integer and n is the least positive integer, we have, whenever we have two integers, we can apply division algorithm theorem. Then by division algorithm theorem, there exist two integers q and r such that m can be written as n into q plus r. Whenever you apply division algorithm theorem, we have applied the conditions on r. R is remainder. R is less than n or r equal to 0. This is the next equation 2. M is equal to nq plus r, where r is a remainder. This is the division algorithm theorem. What is the claim here? We want to prove n is a factor of m. Okay, right. Now consider a power m, which is equal to a power, what is m here? From 2, equation 2 we have m value is nq plus r, where r is equal to 0 or r is less than n. This is the condition, which can be written as a power nq into a power r. Same condition hold. Because bases are same, then powers are added, again we obtain the above condition, right? Which is equal to, again we can write a power n whole power q into a power r. R is 0, there are less than n. Okay, right. What is a power n? From 1, equation 1, this value is e power q into a power r, where r is 0 or r less than n, which is equal to identity, any power of identity is again identity into a power r, where r equal to 0 or r less than n, condition hold. Identity becomes any, when we multiply any element with identity, we get the same element. So we have the value is a power r, where r equal to 0 or r less than n. Okay. What is the assumption in this condition? In this case, we assumed that a power m value is equal to e. In the left hand side, we have a power m. a power m is equal to, now we obtained as a power r. But this value is from the assumption a power m value is equal to e. Case 2 assumption is that a power m value is e. So, we can write it here. A power, instead of a power m, we can write it as e, where this is from case 2 assumption. That means we get a power r value is equal to e. Now apply the conditions on r. There are two conditions on r is 0 or r is less than n. These two conditions apply on r. If r value is less than n, what happens? Second condition I applied here. A power r equal to e, where r is less than n, which is a contradiction. Which is a contradiction. Because here you may observe that from the condition 1, what is the condition 1? Condition 1 says that n is the least positive integer such that a power n is equal to e. That means no more element, no more integer is satisfying this condition. No more integer which is less than n is satisfying this condition. That means suppose a power 4 is equal to e, I power 4 is equal to e here. From the example, I power 4 is equal to identity. In the last fourth roots of unity, you observe that I power 4 is equal to e. 4 is the least positive integer which satisfying this condition. Less than 4, that means 1, 2, 3, that does not satisfy. I power 1 is not equal to e. I power 2 is not equal to e. I power 3 is also not equal to e. Whereas I power 4 is equal to e. That means whenever the integer less than 4 holds, a condition is not sufficient here. That means n is the least one, 4 is the least one which is satisfying this condition. Here from the case 1, from the assumption, hypothesis we have from the condition equation 1, n is the least positive integer which obeys this condition, which says that no integer is less than n which satisfying this condition. But here you observe that r is the integer which is less than n which obeys this condition, which gives us a contradiction to 1. Whenever r is less than n, this is the least positive integer. Then what is order of a? R. But given that order of a is n, so contradiction falls here. So this condition does not obey. Which condition holds? Obviously, there are only two conditions on r. Whenever r is less than n or r equal to 0. Therefore, r must be 0. Now, coming to equation 2. What is equation 2? Then from equation 2, we have m is equal to n cube plus r. Now, r value is, what is r value? Here, we obtained that from 2, what we have? M is equal to n cube plus r. But r value is obtained here 0. That implies m value is equal to n cube. What is q? It is nothing but integer. Now observe that m is an integer multiple of n. What is m? An integer multiple of n. Q is integer, so an integer multiple of n. This holds only when n is a factor. N is a factor of m. hence the theorem. Here we want to prove that n divides m, hence the theorem. Theorem completed, so hence the theorem. This is very important theorem for your essay. Thank you.